Hi there, this is Jennifer Vanderbeek, Imagine Artist in Residence, and this card was brought to you by the power of word association. More on that in a moment. I started by covering a piece of scrap paper with repositionable adhesive tape. This I cut to fit the sizes needed to die cut my letters to spell out the word marvelous. Peeling the tape off the letters and positioning it onto the card front is a bit tedious, but it gives me ample time to explain the inspiration comment above. See, our color change for May is magenta, which made me think of mauve for whatever reason, which made me think of Billy Crystal's "You Look Marvelous" line. And I remembered I had the stamp set I had yet to use with the glasses, and the rest is this video. Now that my letters are in their perfectly imperfect arc, I placed a piece of wax paper over the card front so I could burnish the letters down a bit with my bone folder without accidentally scraping them back up. I'm going to use a spray over these letters so I don't want any loose edges. We're doing a combo mask and resist technique for this card, so the next step is the resist. I want to use the cat eye glasses and the "you look" part of one of the sentiments on my card. But of course, I don't need the rest of the words on that sentiment. Rather than cut it with scissors, I'm just going to mask off portions of the sentiment that I don't need with more of that repositionable tape. And then I can just, ink it up, take off the tape, and ta-da! Just those two little words. The words and the pair of eyeglasses are going to get a coat of white embossing powder and then get set with the heat gun. All right, now comes the fun part. I'm going to go all two-fisted, all in with some firework spray and rose red and lilac posies. That was kind of fun. Then I'm going to blot any excess off, kind of buff over the white embossing, and then start the laborious, but worth it, process of removing all those letter stickers. Tedious? Yes. Worth it? I think so. Tweezers definitely comes in handy. The repositional tape, once it's all soggy with the spray, it does, it does become a little bit harder to pick off, but, just kind of stick with it. Oh, that was a bad pun. I'm so sorry. At any rate, they will come off in any parts that leave a little bit of residue behind. Like I had a couple spots there, a little adhesive pickup block. That's really helpful. Okay, so once it was all done, I decided I wanted a little more oomph for my main word. So I grabbed the Stays On Studio Glaze in cotton white and just traced over the letters. Just, give it a little bit of dimension. Now, you might think that this was enough, but apparently I think I lost my mind because then I went and I grabbed the glitter and just doused the whole thing with it. Crafting gets crazy some days, folks. That's just all there is to it. At this point, I had to walk away a bit. It had to dry anyway. Now, here's the thing. I love single layer cards when other people do them, but when I do them, not so much. One day it'll happen, I know. I will make a single layer card I like. Today was not that day, however, and I ended up cutting a new card base along with a piece of black cardstock for the front and trimmed down my original card to fit on top of with a nice 1/8 inch border all around. Much better, much more me. From here, finishing the card went very quickly. I added a dash and dot border around the edge of the layered card front. And then, because I decided it needed a little bit more imagery, I stamped a few more eyeglasses in Lulu Lavender, just kind of like hanging off the edges. The absolute final touch was a little bit of bling in the form of some silver sequins, just, the kind you pick up in any sewing section or notion section of the craft store, and attached them to the card with a little bit of on-point glue. And then it was done. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and for more tips and project ideas, please point your browser to imaginecrafts.com.